This is the Barbados Today evening news for Thursday, September 28th. Thank you for joining us. I am Marie-Claire Williams. The ongoing strike by workers at the state-owned Caribbean Broadcasting Corporation could escalate as disgruntled workers at the Barbados Water Authority are planning to join the picket line. That's according to General Secretary of the Barbados Workers Union, Tony Moore. This comes after the police were called in this morning by management of CBC to remove the protesting workers who stayed off the job for the second straight day over a pay dispute. Barbados Today's Colvin Munzi reports.
Following the removal of protesting workers from the compound of the state-owned Caribbean Broadcasting Corporation, CBC, by police, General Secretary of the Barbados Workers Union, BWU, Tony Moore, has revealed that the strike action over pay could escalate to a much larger scale. Management of CBC told workers this morning that they could not stay on the premises, having downed tools for the second straight day, leaving them with no alternative but to stand outside of the gates, huddled under umbrellas from the heavy rains. Moore told Barbados Today her trade union was neither fazed nor surprised by the actions of the police, as it merely was a manifestation of government's adversarial approach to the trade unions. She also revealed that members from the Barbados Water Authority were eager to join their comrades from CBC on the picket line, and possibility exists that more of the wider BW membership could be entering the fray after their meeting of the executive this afternoon. And this is Colvin Munzi reporting for Barbados Today.
One noted private sector representative says the latest downgrade by Standard & Poor's is an indication of the need to address the island's economic woes with even more urgency. The statement from Oliver Jordan, council member of the Barbados Chamber of Commerce and Industry, comes a day after S&P lowered the long-term local currency rating from CCC+ to CCC. The New York-based firm warned of the likelihood of government falling short of balancing the budget this year and next year due to a range of factors. They include a weak track record of execution, the introduction of measures halfway into the fiscal year, and political considerations ahead of an election year next year. Jordan did not comment on the impact of the election on the steps needed to revive the economy, but he said the private sector, through the social partnership, is ready to assist government.
Elections are political issues, and for us, I think the focus is really on the economic issues and what needs to be done now. And as I said, from a private sector perspective, we're going to continue to support the efforts of the government. I sit on the Council of the Chamber of Commerce. Obviously, we're actively engaged in dialogue with government. And as I said, coming out of the working groups now, the next steps will be really to focus on the actual execution and execution in a timely manner. I mean, the governors this morning spoke about our tendency in the region not to be very great at execution, but I think now's the time for us to really focus on what we can execute and execute in a timely manner.
Police have named the man whose charred remains were discovered in St. Joseph last night as 62-year-old Glenn Irwin Hinkson of Sunbury, St. Philip. The body was discovered lying on the back at St. Elizabeth Village by police officers sometime after 10 o'clock, following reports of a person on fire. No foul play is suspected. The Met Office has discontinued the flood warning for Barbados. Weather forecasters say the latest satellite imagery continue to show cloudy skies over the island, while radar products show reduced intensity of the showers which were experienced earlier the day. They advised that light showers may persist tonight into early tomorrow, and residents in flood-prone areas should continue to exercise caution. Sports now. Jason Mohammed will stand in as West Indies captain for the fifth and final one-day international against England on Friday. Skipper Jason Holder has returned home to Barbados for the funeral of his uncle, sports administrator Derek Garrett. Another change to the West Indies lineup is the addition of Carlos Brathwaite to the squad. Brathwaite has played 23 ODIs so far. He's also the team's T20 international captain and led the team in the T20 win earlier in the tour.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Good morning, Phillips & Company, may I help? Oh, certainly. One moment, please. Miss Phillips?
Yeah?
There's a lady on the line from the Nation newspaper who would like to speak with you.
The Nation? Will she go on?
Well, they're trying to sell us some ads.
Look, don't make me laugh this morning. Ads in the Nation? They're real expensive, and for one year, nobody ain't buying them papers no more. Nobody want to steal news. I hear reading Barbados Today online for free. So I tell she thanks for calling, but no thanks. We just advertising Barbados Today, families. Tell she is Barbados Today all the way.
Okay, I'll pass on the message. Mom, are you still there? Oh, she put down.
The Barbados Today, news you can trust.
Thank you for staying with us. We're back with news from the region. The Prime Minister of the Bahamas, Dr. Hubert Minnis, will lead a delegation to Dominica on Monday following the passage of Hurricane Maria last week. Minnis has also extended an offer for Dominican students to continue their education in Nassau. We get more from ZNS Network News.
The government proposes to temporarily relax the immigration rules for a number of school children from Dominica who wish to continue their education in the Bahamas. Permits to reside will be issued to students from Dominica who, with the approval of parents, wish to study in the Bahamas.
In an emotional address, the Prime Minister explained why it is important for the Bahamas to lend a helping hand to our regional neighbor.
The character of our nation and our values are riding on how we respond. We can either respond with humanitarian and Christian values, or we can close our hearts to those who are now experiencing tremendous suffering and emergency needs. Charity may begin at home, but Christian charity never stops at the borders of any country.
And finally, Iran's foreign minister says that country may abandon the nuclear deal it reached with 6 major powers if the United States withdraws. U.S. President Donald Trump has branded the 2015 deal an embarrassment. The deal is supported by other major powers that negotiated it with Tehran, and there are fears that its collapse could trigger a regional arms race and worsen tensions in the Middle East. And that's news this evening. Remember, you can get more on our website, www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're on Izumi Media in bus terminals and Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also find us on Mix 96.9 FM. I am Mary Claire Williams. Have a good evening.